record. So wonderful. All right, everyone. This is going to be a treat. This has been years and years of a compilation of studies. So I really hope it benefits everyone. And I'm going to get the view a certain way so we don't have so many faces. So it's just going to show the face that is talking. Feel free to talk during it. If you have background noise, try and mute it for me. But if you want to add in anything, please feel free. Please definitely jump in, speak, and use the chat as you would like. So this is going to be about optimal health and function and how to be the ideal body weight.
All right.
So we're going to go over 5 steps today. And number 1 step is mindset. If you've seen me teach before, I like to show my key because that is the ultimate mindset. The key is within our minds. The key is with our belief and with our choices in life. So whatever we decide to really believe is what we will achieve. And it's really important that we understand this because if we don't have the belief that food is going to make a difference, that movement's going to make a difference, then it probably won't. If we don't have the belief that we are worthy, that we are capable, then it probably won't happen. And I love to show my papa's picture right here. And he's a doctor of education, or was a doctor of education, so smart, yet he didn't really believe that movement and eating is going to make a big difference. I remember one time he told me that exercise doesn't really make a difference, and I was like struck in awe. I was like, are you serious? Like, you're such a wise, smart man. You are a genius in so many ways. And he just didn't think that exercise made a difference. He had a heart attack when he was 9. When I was 9, excuse me, not he. When I was 9, and it really got me in a path of curiosity of health. When I was 9, I just thought, oh, we're not able to play right now. But then when I was older, I realized that we have the choice. And when I took my first nutrition course, I realized that this is my jam. This is my jammy jam. So I really love that we're all here together so I could share what I love to share. And we learned how to walk, talk, read, and write with guidance. So I think it's only logical that we do other things and get guidance throughout the rest of our lives. I still have more than one mentor. I still read many books, even on nutrition and fitness, because it's not just the information, it's the motivation. So my aim today is to give you the information to motivate you to just get to the next level. And we go to doctors when they are qualified. We go to a dentist when they're qualified. We don't just, hear doctor or dentist advice from just anyone. Or we definitely don't let them hold a scalpel or a drill when they're just someone off the street. So I really love to be able to get nutrition and fitness guidance from ones who are qualified. And I wrote here, most are not. I hear trainers talk about nutrition advice, and they don't have qualification. Even doctors really don't take much courses in nutrition. So that is a big point to just understanding our health and our fitness, and to be able to really take it to the next level and be able to flourish. So how long did it take you to form the habits that you have? Because mindset is the beginning and it needs training. And we train for a while to create our habits, like brushing our teeth, going to the doctor every now and then, or not going to the doctor and it becomes a habit, or not going to the dentist and it becomes a habit. Habits are your subconscious mind working for you. And you form these habits because you believe they would help. Like, we believe the story that brushing our teeth is going to save us from losing our teeth, which I think is true. What about you?
Yeah, for the most part.
So I believe that movement helps us to keep our body in high functioning and food. And all habits took time to form, and they're even more of a challenge to break a habit than to form it.
Well,
So
I'll
Yeah.
challenge that. I think that depends on the individual.
definitely, and that
So
goes
like
back to mindset.
there was yeah, it's mindset because there was so many times I tried to change my habits, and until I was committed and I had the right mindset, I couldn't. I can't tell you how many times I tried to lose weight or exercise or quit smoking or just all of it. And it took like one good scare almost a year ago, and snap of a finger, I never picked up another cigarette. And with your program, which it's exactly 8 weeks today, I would say it took 2 weeks. And my habit of like a healthy, only fruit filled breakfast is a habit now. It took 2 weeks. And I know that because I went back into like my chronometer and I was like, yep, it was like 2 weeks in and I stopped eating any sort of like muffins or toast or any sort of bread product. And every single morning I eat fruit for breakfast. Even like when I went away for a weekend, I like packed fruit to make sure I had fruit for breakfast because that is my morning habit. It's part of my morning routine. So I think it's different for everyone because I still now 8 weeks in have not fully broken a habit of my evening latte. Like that haven't broken yet. I've reduced it dramatically, but I haven't broken it yet. And now it's even harder because it's like fall weather. So I think it like differentiates on what the habit is. And I think it's easier for that morning habit because that's mine and mine alone. My evening habit, I'm sitting and relaxing with my husband who's having his coffee and we're socializing and I'm like, I want my latte. So it's like it's a more social. So I'm like, where's my tea? So some habits it comes down to willpower. That cigarette man, snap of a finger when I was ready. I had tried quitting smoking probably 20 times in 26 years and one incident and I've never even thought about smoking again. So
Yeah.
it varies based on the habit and the willpower. And I mean, here I am like 8 weeks in, I hit 25 pounds today.
Woo!
And I mean,
Yes.
that's willpower. That's making a decision to change your life because if you don't, you're going to lose it. I can remember Keith sitting at your dad's funeral outside with Jai, and I struggled to stand back up when we were done playing on the stairs. That wasn't my wake up call. It should have been. I could not stand up. I struggled to stand up off the floor. Like, I didn't wake up then, but I
Right.
woke up soon enough after. But I can clearly remember it. I can remember the sundress I was wearing and playing with Jai, and I still have the puzzle piece in my purse because I can remember in that moment, like I struggled, and it was like one more puzzle piece towards like waking up, like that life needed to change and habits needed to change.
100%.
And so many my almost all of my horrible habits have changed because it's mindset.
I
It's
love
constantly
that.
listening to every day. I listen to one or two modules and some of them I just repeat because I need to drill it in my head, the healthy habits, because you are the teacher. You went to school for this, you educated in this. I didn't. You want to talk about healthcare, we'll talk, but that's my expertise. That's where I have my, 30 years of it learning in. But I'm now learning for the first time so much that I can't get enough of it to make sure that I can change all my habits before it's too late and I'm the one that people are sitting at a funeral for.
Right. Yeah.
100%. I love that, Allison. I love that. It it really does depend on the person, and it depends on our mindset. That's why mindset is number one for sure. And welcome, Florence. It's great to see you here. Feel free to jump in anytime. This is not like a mute everyone type of master class. You're welcome to mute yourself if you have some background noise, but feel free to jump in. We just got started and we're just talking about mindset and like qualifications, right? So mindset's number one. is the first step. And number two is, who is qualified to teach you, right? Do all people with pearly whites know how to teach dental care? Like, or would we take advice from everyone? Or better yet, we might take a little tip from them, but we're not going to let them perform surgery. We might not have them teach us like for months and months, because they might just be in the beginning, and it might just be like a certain situation that granted them great dentals, great pearly whites. Or would you let anyone with nice hair cut and style yours? That's another great example, as Irene's combing her beautiful mane.
I didn't know you could still see me. Damn.
Yeah, I could see your beautiful self. And not everyone who looks fit is qualified to teach fitness. And this is a big important thing. And I mention this all because even when they're qualified, like I kind of like gave up on dentists for a while because I was so hurt and traumatized by one or two or three. And then I realized, like, dude, I got to go to the dentist. I can't just ignore it. I got to give them another try, and found an amazing dentist. And many trainers are a very similar thing. We've had a bad experience with a trainer because they have a weekend certification and no training in nutrition. Again, like most doctors, no training in nutrition. So it really,
You're so right on both those points.
yeah.
I had a trainer that I thought I was there to try and kill me. And this is a true story. And I was thinking about it a couple of days ago because I have to go for like my annual physical. And I'm like, I think I need to switch doctors. So my primary care physician is an osteopathic MD. And he specializes in weight loss management. And so I switched to him last year in an effort to try and get my weight under control. And his solution was pills. I never tried this medication or that medication. And I'm like, well, no, but I don't want pills. I'm already on enough pills. I have MS. I'm on like 13 pills. And so that was his solution. He's like an expert in weight loss management. That is his subspecialty. And his solution was a prescription, like weight loss. I'm like, okay, now I need to try something different here. Like, I've got a trainer that's trying to give me a heart attack, having no respect for the fact that I have MS and limited mobility, and a pill pushing doctor. These things don't. It was,
and that was the whole idea you went to him.
Right. You know how hard it was to find a primary that subspecialized in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very disappointed. And yeah, here's your solution. Here's a prescription. I'm like, no, I'm all set. Thanks. I don't want a prescription.
Right.
And so, fortunately enough, Keith appeared into, my life and was very persistent to help.
Yes.
I love it. Yeah.
And that's the kind that you need in the way that you need it. That's where he lives.
100%. And I've realized so many times when I need help, I appreciate the persistence.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, oh man, I almost forgot about you. Thank you. Like, I need help in my life. And I know that it develops so much purpose to be able to help someone. When I was raising Jai, I had such a purpose of I'm still raising Jai, but when he was really little, he's 6 now. When he was like before 4, it was really challenging, and it was like 100% attention giving, and I wasn't able to do my other purpose in life. Yeah, Irene knows, she's had many kids, and it's like so much attention grabbing. He still needs a lot of attention, but not nearly as much so that I could actually serve other people. And it feels so different to help other people. And the medical doctors, the medical minded mentality is great when we need meds, when we need surgery. Yet for weight loss, for nutrition, for fitness, there's another way. For high blood pressure, for high
they got bought by the pharmaceutical for that part.
Yeah, even for diabetes, like pharmaceutical.
Right.
it's best to try these other ways first, because my dad took 20 pills a day. And if I could see someone take a few less, and I've gotten so inspired
Hey.
by stories. Yes, exactly. It made me proud of
Yes.
him. I seen this one guy, Trucker Dave, a trucker, and he lost so much weight that he put his pant size up and it was like half the size, and he dropped
Yeah.
so many pills, and his family had an intervention about like what he was doing, like saying it was good
They said, you're
because
doing drugs.
yeah, yeah.
They're
So
wondering if it's
so
cocaine.
it depends not only who's qualified to teach, but who's qualified to reach you. Because sometimes family and friends could sometimes be like they're with their intentions are great, yet sometimes like the worst enemy. Because they're just like saying, "What are you doing? You don't need to do that," or "Take this
Yeah.
pill," or "Don't do
They,
that."
they start
And
berating you because they don't understand.
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So hopefully we get a lot more understanding today. I love hearing everyone talk. And y'all know me, but my name is Dr. Keith J. Lopez for everyone watching the recording. And welcome to the right place at the right time, because we're going to go over some serious information today. I have a PhD in nutrition and natural health, a master's in nutrition, a bachelor in exercise and health sciences, and I've been a professor for 10 years, and my classes were like booked full. I say that not to like boast, but a reason to listen, because the students changed their life forever and really loved the class so much that there was like a waiting session for the class because it was different than other classes. I actually cared about what I was talking about, and I was like, I thought I'd get fired because I'm teaching real nutrition and fitness. And I also was able to outrun and outlift like 90% of them. It was pretty amazing. It felt
Most of the kids.
yeah, because they were half my age. I thought they would outrun me, but man, we're in an epidemic right now of lack of health and lack of natural health. As Allison mentioned, like you take a pill. That's why I wrote natural health. That's why I specifically picked out my doctorate. And the
Yeah.
son of Dr. Juan Lopez, who I showed you a picture of, and father of Jai Om, who, if you follow me on social media or know me, you've seen him all the time. And again, it's my papa. Like these are the reasons why I do what I do, because Jai, born after the year 2000, if who here knows someone born after the year 2000?
Yeah.
They have a 1 in 3 chance of getting diabetes.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
It's scary.
It's scary. So we need to be the messengers and the example. Like it's how long have we suffered for? How long are we going to suffer for? How are we inspiring the next generation? How not to be like us or how to be like us? If you went to one doctor or one dentist that hurt you like me, would you never go again? Of course not. Well, maybe you would for a while, but what if you broke your arm or busted a tooth? When will
Right.
you wait till be in enough pain? We call it hitting rock bottom. And my aim is to get people to not hit rock bottom, right? To be
Yes.
able to understand, and this is important, how much has it costed you, right? If you have a pen
Mhm.
and pad, and if you're watching this recording, pause it, get a pen and pad. If you need to grab a pen and pad, it'll be worth it. How much has this costed you? Write down like the different dimensions of wellness emotionally. How much has it costed you to be overweight or not in optimal health or not have like a movement pattern? Because we're going to get into that. That gets you to the highest level of health, or not have a eating pattern that gets you to the highest level of health, where where like when my child sees me eat, he's inspired. He loves it. He doesn't want to eat other stuff. It's not like he's like, oh, where's the candy and stuff like that.
Right.
He knows better choices. He knows way better choices, and we're not restricting at all. It's about abundance. Like physically, are you able to run, dance, jump for joy? Are you able to do jumping jacks like when we were kids? Because we all have that ability, and we can get to a higher ability. Even if we
I'm building up to those.
I love it. I love it.
I was gonna say not yet, but soon.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that. And Allison, like, she went from like not walking a block to like walking 10 miles. So it really inspires me that she said not yet, but soon. Because,
Yeah.
you know,
We'll
I
see
was
what the ortho says tomorrow after my great fall.
a great
Missed it.
rising.
I was like running my little tush to class Tuesday morning, and I caught my foot on my foot and took a superwoman dive.
Oh no.
And
It
then
was
it's Superwoman
it was not
rising,
graceful.
Superwoman rising. And socially, like, how much has it cost us socially? I talked to someone the other day that doesn't even go grocery shopping because she just doesn't want to be seen. And people hiding from pictures, hiding from the camera. Mentally, we start to lose our thought processes, our memory, our ability to speak eloquently, if you will, right? And that all increases as we increase our health, our confidence going out, clothes not fitting, doctor's visits, like being scared of them. Oh, I love gold star doctor's visits.
I
Medication.
cannot wait to go for my physical and be like, "What up?"
That's what I want to hear right there.
We stroll in.
And even like my next MS appointment, when I'm going to be like, "You can lower the dosage on that infusion because I lost some weight significantly."
100. That is amazing.
Yes.
Like 10% of body weight. How much has it costed you? Write them down. One, not feeling like yourself anymore. Someone told me the other day. Number two, lack of sleep, right? Number three, hiding from the mirror in pictures. Number four, tight clothes. Number five, prescription medication. What has it costed you? List 5 to 10 reasons why, and do it now. Do it now, because this is like why humans take action. We hit a certain rock bottom, but we don't need to if we could visualize where it's going, how much it costed you, and how much it will cost you. And what was hard, number 4, is what was hard becomes effortless. Why are hard things easy for others? Because their subconscious mind is at work for them. It's hard to ride a bike at first and walk, and then it becomes effortless. Took me 14 years to learn how to ride a bike. And then and then I like didn't want to. I taught myself this story that I was gonna fall, I was gonna hurt. I was like, no, I could skateboard, and I wasn't skateboarding like for real. Like it was like the now that I see people skateboard, I'm like, dude, I was like on wheels, but I was hardly
That was about it.
that. Yeah, I wasn't doing it like pro. And then it became effortless to the point where I loved it, to the point where I rode a bicycle from Fort Lauderdale, Florida to Houston, Texas, 1,400 miles. From 14 years no riding to 1,400 miles, and it felt so great, effortless. It was still challenging for me to ride a bike with no handlebars, but still I was able to ride effortlessly. So some of the reasons why health seems impossible, and you could write your own. Like this is important to write your own and like face it. Number 1, having to go to a gym intimidation. Number 2, restrictive diets like carb cutting that I cringe about. Don't they work for a while, yet they are sacrificing our health, and they're super restrictive. They're not permanent. Spending hours doing cardio, again, not permanent for most people. Like I love it, yet I know that I don't have to do it every day, and I could do it pain free. Like it's not like when I see people running like on the street, oh man, I make sure I smile when I'm running. The last minute or two, sometimes you catch me not smiling, but for the most part, I'm smiling. Number 4, not knowing where to start. Like, what do I do? Is food more important? People say it's 80%. Number 5, not having a team of like-minded people like the team right here. Number 6, yeah. Number 6, not
Sorry, I think that's the biggest thing is I look forward. Like I move meetings around to make sure I can like meet with the group every week.
mm-hmm.
And like work's always been my priority. And now I'm like, no, I'm my priority. Like
I
I gave myself permission to make myself my priority because I think this is like the first like program, right? This mentorship is like, okay, I have like a support system. Like, because you know what? This is like an addiction. AA has a support system. NA has a support system. Like my son goes and he has his group and like he knows he can go like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, this place, this time. And I know that I can go this place, this time, or I can jump in a chat. And guess what? I have like this support system. And
100%.
a very unique thing that you don't find with any other program is this amazing support system. Or I think I used this example one other time, like I hurt my back and I was like, you know what? I bet you there's a class on this. And lo and behold, rehab my back. Like, so there's just, it's, and not even funny. Like my husband like hurt his knee and I was like, yo, there's a rehab like for that. You want it? And he's like, no, like this is your deal. And I'm like, I'm just saying.
I can share.
I'm like, I can share.
I love it.
New.
I
So
love it.
it's like
Yeah.
the kind of support. And then if there isn't one, we're like, hey, can you help us with a module on tips for vacay? And like, boom, the next day it's there. It's just, it's all
Yeah.
around support to just keep you in the zone and until you're always there. It's just, I don't know. It's indescribable.
I love that you're saying that.
Until you do it.
I
I
love
have
that you're
kids.
saying that because I literally just made, well, it's almost finished. I wrote it up, is the vacation class, or not vacation, the holiday class that Brittany requested. And I actually mentioned AA in there of like alcoholics and some tips and just some like things that get us to the next level, because I've definitely gone through it too. And I've just taught and coached so many people that have gone through this. And it's a huge passion of mine, and it's about all the time, like having a coach all the time. I know when I sign up for my mentorships, to have them all the time and be able to just keep on going with them, and then have a mastermind and meet more people from it, and then have all this network. Oh my lord, it's amazing. And having no key, speaking of which, right, I always rock my key. No key to unlock the how, such as short classes anytime. And that's what she just said, is like having the little class that I call a mentor in your pocket to be able to get to the next level, or binge eating, which is, another class on, or stress, because stress can just totally disrupt digestion. I was on a podcast today as a guest called Healing Heart podcast, and we just talked about stress. She said when she was in a stressful relationship, she literally like was gaining weight and gained 40 pounds, got out of that relationship, didn't really change anything besides the relationship, and dropped 40 pounds. So
Right.
it could be something that we don't know, like the weak link in the chain, as I made on my own podcast, OG Fit Health in 10 Minutes. The weak link in the chain that we may not know what is really affecting us. And that's why it's important that you write down the reasons why health seems impossible, or people giving advice like eat more protein. Like that's the big consensus right now. So are you ready to catch a healthy habit? The old way is hours in the gym with a restrictive diet like carb cutting, which stresses our bodies, and they are a temporary unhealthy fix. Now, that's versus the new way to catch a healthy habit, which is the OG Fit 10-minute miracle movement pattern. Fun at-home workouts with a mentor all the time to guide healthy eating, and so much more to burn body fat on autopilot for an ideal body weight and optimal health, like fitness, health. Number 5 is the goal must be worth the work. So my aim is for y'all to really, especially you, Thomas and Florence, but everyone here, to really be able to tap into your own potential, get to the next level, because the goal is going to get you there. And as I said, Thomas and Florence, whether you work with me or not, the goal could get you there. right? The goal must be worth the work, worth the motivation, and worth the, signing up for a mentor, staying with a mentor. The story of success must be great enough to start the journey. You must believe the story that you're capable, the story that you could get to the next level, the story that you are worth it, you are worthy, and you're capable. When you believe
Yes,
possible and worth it, nothing will stop you. I love to say, and
that's right.
I love to say, what would you do if you could not fail? Because when that's said to me, I'm like, I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm gonna get to the next level in life. I'm gonna travel around the world. What would you do if you knew you could not fail?
It's just wrapping my brain around that whole sentence. It's
If
it's,
if you know you
it's
can't fail, you're
crazy.
gonna succeed. That's what you do if you know you can't fail.
100%.
That you will succeed. Yeah. Yeah.
100%. Thomas, what would you do if you could not fail?
There's also kinds of things. And you can call me James, by the way.
James.
Yeah, Thomas is my last name.
James, what would you do if you could not fail?
There's so many different things I probably would do.
Bro, I've been calling you Thomas for a while. I can't believe you took this long to correct me. James, like what's one awesome thing that you would do if you could not fail?
Probably have a trip to India.
I love that.
Nice. I'm going to Costa Rica, James.
We're going to India, James. We are going.
Amazing.
Florence on mute with that beautiful smile. Them pearly whites. What would you do if you could not fail?
Florence.
Oh, I still can't hear you. You took it off mute, but I still can't hear you.
Her volume on her thing might be down.
Oh yeah.
You
Hi,
could
that's
throw,
tough.
you could throw it in the chat until you figure it out. Try and figure that out so we could hear it in a moment, but you could throw it in the chat for now.
You can chat on Zoom.
Yeah, you could throw a little chat in there. There's a little chat. I don't know where my chat is. At the top, maybe.
Zoom's confusing. I'm still
I
getting
think
used.
it's at the very bottom if you have the big screen open.
Yeah, it's a little different when I'm sharing screen.
Well, I'm doing this one on my phone, so I don't have the big screen.
Oh, I love it. The dedication. I love it. Florence, you'll figure it out. You'll figure out. Write it down too. Write it down. Write down what you would do if you could not fail. Because sometimes, or every time, I believe writing it down is like a contract with the universe. And if I can't hear you this whole time, you could even send me a message on Facebook Messenger if you can't figure this one out. But let me know, what would you do if you could not fail? Because news alert to everyone, big news alert, you were born a winner.
Yay!
And if you don't think this, I didn't have a typo. If you don't think this, you're literally calling a baby a loser.
I saw that video.
Ready? I love when you talk about the like you don't have to kill carbs thing. So you know that I love tracking everything I eat until I like know I know. You know that 70% on average of what I consume is carbs, and I've lost 25 pounds
Yes,
in 8 weeks.
yes.
70%.
And that's literally like the majority of the world, not the Western world, not affluence, where we could eat like animal products all day and eat these high protein things all the time. It is literally, I see the chat. It is, I would travel the world and enjoy different cultures. I'm on that. We're all about traveling. Everyone here mentioned traveling.
I can't
all,
wait to sit in the plane seat and not like have to be like not poking everybody with my butt.
I love that, Florence. Book the ticket and write down where you're going, get your passport, write down where you're going, write down 10 different places. Because we were born to win. We were born to see the world. Anything that comes into our brain is literally, I believe it's God putting it there that we can do it. And it's best when it's a bigger goal, like India instead of Indiana. And if Indiana's your thing, that's cool too. But we were born winners. So number 5, again, like, what is our goal? What would you do if you couldn't fail? The goal must be worth the work. What would you do to like walk over glass? If we have children, we'd walk over glass. Even our parents, we'd walk over glass for them in the most cases. And for a loved one, we'd walk over glass. What would you walk over glass for of 10 feet of glass for? Like, what about $100 million? And maybe the money's not that important, but the money could help you travel. The money could help you and your friends, your family, your church, your state, your country. What about for hundreds of years? Because $100 million could last us all quite a bit. But what is money worth compared to our health? Right?
Right.
If we don't have health, we're not really able to travel. We're like kind of like not wanting to walk like my papa. He came to Florida to visit me. He wouldn't walk 100 feet on the boardwalk. But you are a rocket ship. And I was told this by my mentor, one of many. The longer the runway, the greater the takeoff. So that basically means that when a plane is taking off, it takes so much energy to get off the ground. Yet, once it gets off the ground, it's like we're in cruise control.
Mm-hmm.
The initial takeoff takes most of the work. And once you get out of the atmosphere, you can put it on cruise control, because this is the conscious mind building habits for the subconscious mind. Once we get that habit going, there's no stopping us. No stopping us. And it's about building that goal big. But to use autopilot, we need these 5 things. We need belief. We need guidance and mentors, like teamwork to make the dream work, our mastermind. I call a mastermind mentorship. We need the tools, and we need the subconscious habit or action, because our subconscious habit is important, but we also need to take action to keep on going. Because I don't believe in like keeping things steady, like maintaining. I believe that things get either better or worse. So it's important that we keep on feeding our subconscious with our conscious to get better and better and better and better, because we are worthy. What has consistent? Yes. Hooray, hooray. What have you consistently, consciously put into your subconscious? It's like we have our big circle of our brain and we're just feeding it with things. And once we feed it, it keeps on going. So limiting beliefs that are not true. Another, write it down now. Like, what words are you making up your world with? I don't even like saying this. This is the biggest curse in my family. I'd rather have Jai drop the F-bomb and I don't swear. I'd rather have Jai say,
Can't do something.
yeah. I'd rather have Jai say all the swear words combined than say can't. Right? Can't is the number 1 limiting belief, and it's not true, because you can do anything. Number 2, I don't know. And that one is like, that took me a while to understand, to be like, Jai, I don't want you saying I don't know anymore, because ask and you shall receive is written in scripture over and over again for a reason. When we ask, we receive. We just need to ask someone who knows what we don't know so we can know. So
Yeah,
it's never to
a
say,
little bit of information goes a long way.
oh, the more you know.
And if we don't ask, we won't never have that information.
100%, Irene, 100%. And number
Mhm.
3, it's too hard. I like to say, as a farmer, I like to say, if you're working too hard, you're using the wrong tool. Simple as
Yeah.
that. When we're working too hard, we're using the wrong tool. Hours of cardio, being at the gym, carb cutting, those are the wrong tools. Or it's the government's fault. It's my parents' fault. It's my baby's fault. We fall into that trap. It takes our power away. There's many reasons to complain. There's many reasons to blame and complain, but they're both not going to get us to the next level. And they're taking our power away. All of these 8 are about taking your power away or giving it to you. I know I could find out the answer. I know this will be easy. I know this is challenging, yet this will become effortless. I know it's no one's fault, and I could learn because I don't need to be a victim. I could be a victor. Number 5 is no one taught me how. No one taught me how. For years, my dad inspired me to not be active, to eat pork chops and chicken wings and hamburgers. He would cut a banana in half, never cut a hamburger in half to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
And that taught me a lot. And then I realized, man, he's pushing me to educate myself in anything I want. He's so mad that I got kicked out of high school 3 times over until the teacher came to my house. And then finally, I was like, nutrition is the diggity. I'm going to learn this. And then someone taught me how. And then I realized that they didn't teach me enough. So I kept on going. And I don't have the time. Yeah, Einstein has the same amount of time as us. Elon Musk, same amount of time as us. Jeff Bezos, same amount of time. Arnold Schwarzenegger, same amount of time. They all got the same time. We all have 1,440 minutes a day. That's why it's a 10-minute miracle movement, because 10 minutes out of 1,440 is like a small percent, 1% or less, right? It's genetics. Saying it's genetics, like I have the genetics to be sick. Matter of fact, all of us do, because 10% of the population in the US is plagued with diabetes. And it's the number 1 reason why, Florence, that we lose our vision. And it's the number 1 reason why, Thomas, that we get our arms or legs chopped off, even at war. Even the soldiers got their amputations because of diabetes, not because of the fight. At war. That one blew my mind. That one blew my mind. Or the last 11.7 years of most Americans' life on average is spent in illness. That got me to be like, dude, I'm on it. That was my big goal. I'm like, that's not happening to me. And then I transformed it to what is happening. I'm going to live to 100 or 1,000, really. I don't like saying 100. 1,000.
I think they'll only clear 100, maybe 120.
Oh, I like that. 120 is a good dream. I'm getting 1,000.
It'd be double my mom's life, because she had just made 70 when she passed.
Yeah, my dad was 77. And the more important thing to me is that the past 20 years, that last 20 years of his life, he was happy to a certain extent, but he watched TV a lot, didn't move a lot. That
Right.
I can't live like that. Or saying I was born fat, sick, and tired. I love Bob Proctor. You were born rich. Great book, great seminar. You're born a winner. You're born amazing. You're born like we are pure energy. We're pure energy. Like we have so much energy in our bodies that if you just take one cell, like we can produce enough energy to light up the world.
Yet
we tell ourselves,
you can be like Uncle Fester and light up the bulb.
100%. But we believe the story that we tell ourselves when we say we're tired. Some people wake up tired. I've done it. Waking up tired. That's not the life I'm living. No way. So here's a big thing, and you can take a screenshot if you'd like, is regret minimization framework. The best outcome scenario percentage versus the worst outcome scenario percentage. The best outcome, and think of it like Jeff Bezos taught me this. In 80 years, when I'm 80, am I going to be like, regretting this situation? Or am I going to be loving the transformation? Right? I'm so glad Jeff did it because Amazon's dope. And I'm so glad I did it because I love my body now and I could flex in the mirror instead of when I was 15, supposed to be in the best shape of my life. I couldn't run around the block. I didn't have confidence. I had no coordination. And now I'm like hero style to Jai and myself.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And I know it's teachable. I know it's learnable. I know we all have that in us. Get in the best shape of my life. What's the best outcome of doing this? Best shape of my life. Number 2, tap into the infinite energy creator, be an inspiration to the next generation, or not get help and increase disease, get diabetes, gain another 20 to 100 pounds,
And be
inspire
a
children
statistic.
not to be like me, right?
Right.
Get the keys to greatness, be happy and stress-free, get better, network and make new positive friends, invest in myself for the help that I need, or be sick and tired daily, or get worse, or create more negative, toxic relationships, or worst outcome, at least join in with me. And if you join with someone else, what I do when I get a mentor is, what's your satisfaction? You guys got a guarantee? Because contrary to popular belief, there are things guaranteed in life. That's why we keep our receipts and return things, because they got a guarantee. Like, things got a guarantee. If you don't get Domino's in 30 minutes, you're guaranteed to get it for free.
Yeah.
If you don't drop 4 to 8 pounds every month with me, you're going to get a refund. You're guaranteed, or work with me until you do. But if you are not happy and satisfied, I don't want people's money. I would like people's health.
Yeah. Eat the fruit for breakfast.
Eat the fruit.
Eat the
WTF.
fruit.
Where's
Yes.
the fruit? Where's the fruit? WTF. So
Eat the fruit.
are
That's
you
what I
ready?
did today.
Yes. Are you ready to
Yeah.
catch a healthy habit? Once again, the new way is the OG Fit 10-minute miracle movement pattern. Fun at home workouts with a mentor to guide healthy eating, to burn body fat on autopilot for an ideal body weight. And if you're listening to this right now, whether it's recording or you're here right now, you could get started by texting me. And I give out, if you made it this far, I'm going to give out my number, 954-654-8419. You could screenshot this or book a free Zoom call, which you can do at ogfit.com or drkeithjlopez.com or lastcoachever.com, because this is the last would need. Take a deep dive into your health, create an action plan is what we'll do on the call, to know with 100% confidence that I can help you, because I don't accept people that I can't help 100% or that are going to take down the crew, because we don't need anchors. Now, it's okay that you need help, but we need to stay in a certain positivity to be here, to burn fat on autopilot and to get to optimal health, so you can dance, so you can look in the mirror with confidence, so you can be pain-free, run with infinite energy and beauty. So book that call now, text me now, and we can be 100% confident, not just me, but we, that OG Fit, that I and all of us here, because OG Fit isn't just me, will get you to your dream goal. You've waited long enough. The time is now. Now stands for no opportunity wasted. You are worth it. ogfit.com or lastcoachever.com. Book that call and get on the path. And I'm here for everyone. If you have any other questions, whether you're watching this now, James or Florence, or whether you're watching a recording, please let me know. Irene and Allison are already in and they love it so much. They come.
Yes, I do.
I love it. Y'all are amazing. Everyone here, you are amazing. Like, you took a step in the right direction. And again, whether you work with me or not, you took a great step. Write down your goals, your 10x goals, your 100x goals. Write down the reasons why. Write down the limitations in your mind. Write down like what it's costed you. Write down what it will cost you, because when you write those things down, I did it many times. for everything in my life, and it got me to be able to let go and release so much that wasn't serving me and welcome what is serving me to the highest level.
And opens up for new things that'll help and serve us.
100%.
That's where I'm at right now. It's like I have all this stuff opening up in me and letting go of all the old stuff. And it's great.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. I've seen the change
I
so
love
much,
it.
Irene. It's amazing. And I love you, Florence, saying that for your children, other relatives, friends, that's why we do it. Very true. Ask and you will be given 100%. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Florence, for today. Also, it's my pleasure. You are very welcome. Fruits do rock. There are so many fruits that we don't know about. If you tried a fruit every day for the rest of your life, you would not get all of them. Thomas, there's one, James, there's one fruit that is worshipped in India by Shivites, I believe, and it's called like the
The queen of fruits.
queen of fruits is most people refer to it as mango, and the king of fruits is mangosteen.
I've got mango sitting right here waiting for me. It was offered to Krishna, but I haven't grabbed it because we had the meeting.
So delicious. Now it's super charged up, but it's called like oof. Oh, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. It's called like dive bomber fruit or something like that. And
What?
it's like very, you gotta know how to like pick the fruit from it. It's mostly the flower that's worshipped. Smells so amazing. There's a fruit called lemon meringue pie fruit. There's a fruit called miracle fruit that changes your taste buds so that
had
lime, it's amazing. Lime and lemon taste like
Incredible.
sugars on it.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's incredible.
Breadfruit like is so amazing. I don't know if y'all see the chat, but Florence said thank you, Irene, James, and Allison. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome, Florence.
I have a peanut butter tree fruit at my yard. I have not had a fruit from it yet, but I'm looking forward to trying that.
Peanut butter
What's the
tree
name of the
fruit.
tree?
Peanut butter tree fruit.
Really?
What?
There's a cotton candy fruit.
Peanut butter for lunch every day.
I had a cotton candy fruit, but it died.
I have an
Okay.
apple peanut butter with my lunch every
You know
day.
what? I'm gonna tag
Nice.
another one, James, that I tagged someone else. And it probably is more cold resistant. You could ask this guy because he's pretty good about fruit. Oh, here's another one. I don't know if y'all have ever seen this fruit. Soursop, or Jai asked about what's custard. There's custard apple, and it's
I've
in the
got one
Annona family.
yet. I do have one planted.
That's one of my favorite fruits in the whole wild.
I don't think I've ever had that.
Oh, hey, Irene, check out this fruit. I don't know if I can do it ready.
I like pineapple.
There's
That looks like tomato.
one of the last ones from the garden.
Ooh, talk about beliefs. Like the first tomatoes, and I think this happened with potatoes too, that people thought they were so toxic and thought they were not good for us, that they'd kill us, that we literally, the guy that started tomatoes, and again, I think this is what potatoes too. It's such a great story. I think this was with potatoes, but tomatoes, it's a similar story. I love the story of potatoes though, that no one would buy them and they didn't think they were good. They thought we just feed them to pigs. And he literally pretended, he hired someone to steal all of them and to create this like urgency, scarcity, and say,
Yeah.
oh my, there's no more potatoes. Someone stole all of this valuable good. And then they ended up, everyone wanted them.
Right.
There's only one seat left. There's only one seat left for OG Fit mentorship. So call right away before it gets taken up.
Sign up today.
Sign up today and you will get a bonus.
Extra fruit.
Yeah.
You get jackfruit with yours.
Jackfruit, another amazing one. Mulberries have a song around them, dancing around the mulberry tree.
Do we make jam or jelly or anything out of mulberries?
Yeah, mulberry jam is amazing. Here's jackfruit or
Yeah,
yeah,
my
jack
daughter used to cut those up when she lived in Hawaii.
the world's
I'm like,
longest.
what is that?
I've
As big as a
harvested it.
watermelon.
Oh, it's bigger. There's
Yeah.
80-pound, 100 pounds one. I was getting one from a tree. I'm like, oh,
Oh my
and
god.
you could eat the seed of it, you could roast it, and they say it's like that when you cook it, it's a totally different experience. It's like roast beef, people call it, or like
What?
other food. Like it's like the natural like faux meat. People call them
Yeah,
meats,
yeah.
but it's a very natural form of it. It's absolutely delicious. And then when you eat it fresh, the fruit, it literally, yeah, it's so tasty. Big. Florence said jackfruit was very big and heavy, very tasty. Yeah, I would weight lift with it. It's so amazing. And then and it's literally we synthesized. People think it tastes like bubble gum because we synthesized juicy fruit, and even the package of juicy fruit looks
It's
like
yellow.
yeah,
Yeah.
just like it. It smells
Wow.
so great. Or durian. Durian's illegal in parts of Asia because it smells like stinky feet and it will stink up a place. It's oh my, I love it. It's kind of like a love or hate thing. Like no,
This
noni,
also sounds like papaya.
yeah, papaya with lime and combinations of fruit. If y'all have not had a papaya with lime, it's like you haven't had a papaya.
I
They are
could only have it if it's already prepared. I can't do fresh.
why?
It smells like I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, it smells like that.
Smells
And I
pretty
think
bad.
that's
I'm with you.
Yeah, that's why I've never bought papaya.
In a smoothie with other fruits.
Yeah.
But I
put
can't
lime
put
on
it-
it. It won't smell like that if you put lime on it. It's
Really?
so delicious when you put lime. Close your nose, have someone else do it. Put lime on it, and it's absolutely amazing. Amazing. Passion fruit, another amazing
Passion
fruit.
fruit.
Yeah, I'm looking for his post with or fig Newtons. Who doesn't like fig Newtons? But who doesn't
Oh,
like
I
the
had
real
two of them.
fig?
I had two fig Newtons with all the fruit that I ate this morning. Just to give me something else.
I had some as a post-workout meal. I had a figgy chia seed figgy pudding.
Ooh.
So delicious with coconut yogurt unsweetened, with dried figs, with date syrup as a sweetener, and
Yeah.
chia seeds. And I actually put a little bit of hemp seeds in there because I love my hemp seeds. I actually
I
wrote
know
25
you do.
pages on hemp seed. They're amazing. Where is that? So, James, it was a yellow Jamaican cherry.
Is that what it is?
I've heard of this.
The nickname for it?
Jamaican cherry or cotton candy fruit. So amazing of a delicious mangosteen. Oh my, and
I
Follow it.
have mangosteen in a spray. Like a
oh yeah. There is so powerful that we literally made it like that. What'd you say, James?
I said that one's more cold tolerant, the yellow version.
I think so because Josh Jameson, he's in the area, and when he answers me, I will. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tag you right now.
I loved the one we had. I mean, the first year I think it gave me 4. The second year it gave me like 100.
Yeah,
wow.
And then it died. Then I was so disappointed in that. I was like, oh man.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
The acerola cherry. The acerola cherry is doing really well this year.
yeah. Acerola cherry is amazing. It has some of the highest vitamin C content in the world. That's why I believe highly in mega dosing with vitamin C. Another tip if you're not feeling well. I don't have my vitamin C container, but that's one of the only supplements I will have is vitamin C and take it in like such large amounts. People will take vitamin C at like 100 milligrams, and I'm about 1,000 is my minimum dosage, which is a gram. And I feed Jai that. And the other day he woke up with a cough, and I was like, man, I don't feel like not letting you go to school. You want to go to school? He's like, yeah. And I gave him like 2 grams of vitamin C, 2,000 milligrams, and he was good. He was amazing.
Yeah.
So it's
And the itchy throat went away.
went away completely, and then we kept on dosing him for he
Yeah.
even asked for it for the next few days. And that's what emergency is, another way of getting 1,000 milligrams. But when you take emergency, a package, a brand, it has so many other vitamins and minerals in it that you can't just like mega dose on vitamin C, or I don't recommend,
Right.
because then you
Right.
could get too much of like fat soluble vitamins or minerals, and that could be dangerous. But vitamin C, you could literally get 50 to 100 grams in. You just want to slowly work up there and slowly backtrack.
You want it garlic?
Absolutely
Okay.
amazing. Sweet. Well, I think it's dinner time for everyone. I know it's dinner time. I got to check on get to check on John myself. If you all have any questions, feel free to throw them out now. If you have any questions, feel free to text me or message me, and I'm here to help. I love helping when we get there. I've seen it. It looks like cactus. Cactus is another delicious food. Jai will eat little baby cactus, loves the taste of it, and he loves it. It's so amazing. Like, it doesn't have prickers when it's a baby, but you can remove the pickers. I remember when I was on that bike ride, when I got to Texas, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm stopping at a Mexican place to eat cooked cactus. It was
The
so
nopales.
delicious. Oh,
Yeah.
so delicious. I had it just by itself because I really wanted to taste it. And she wrote, it's sleep time for me. Yeah, you're in it. She's in a different place, Florence. And my daughter loves coconut yogurt. It is honestly, I really don't like unsweetened yogurt, and I eat it and I sweeten it with date syrup. Yeah, coconut yogurt I could have unsweetened. It's so delicious. It's absolutely
Wow.
delicious. Sweet, y'all. I'm gonna get to my coconut yogurt chia figgy seed pudding. And I love y'all so much. I will see you tomorrow, Allison and Irene, for our Focus Friday. Enjoy
Friday,
the
yeah.
supper, everyone, Florence says, and enjoy your night. Thank y'all so much for your time and energy. It's the greatest gift ever to give our attention.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And
Talk to you
Florence
later.
and Thomas, or is it James? Sorry, now I'm
James.
confused. James and Florence, and if you have questions for someone who's in the group, not necessarily someone who's leading the group, you can always DM me as well.
Me too.
Thank you.
So amazing, y'all. are so
Like-
great.
Like the superstar of the group I just started.
I love it. Y'all are so amazing. And I will see you Sunday, hopefully, James. And I'll see you very soon, Florence. And I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much.
All right. All
Blessings.
right. Hugs to everybody.